Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Blue Goel, and welcome back to another episode of Live. Today we are going to be playing Kindred. Kindred won the vote pretty easily. However, I know this video came out a couple days late. Basically, Kindred gets banned so much that it was almost impossible for me to get a single Kindred game. And I finally got this one. And yeah, so today we're playing Kindred. Hopefully I can show you guys a little how to play them, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so here we are in game, and first things first, this is the second time I played Kindred recently. I don't play her very much. Last game was actually a very good Kindred game, and I was recording most of it, and then I looked over at my recording software because I keep it open on my second monitor, and my recording had paused, and there was like 5 minutes missing, and felt pretty bad. So we're back. Well, you guys are just seeing this, but anyways, the only bad thing about this game is, unfortunately, I was first pick, and I did first pick Kindred. You know, they're a pretty safe pick. You're not usually going to get counter picked too hard or anything. But what happened was my team picked 4 AD. 3 AD along with my Kindred pick. Nothing I can do about that at all. When I locked in, I said, "Can we get a tanky top, please?" And this guy went Jace. You know, it's not the only. I don't care who he plays, but this is very bad for our team. That's all I'm saying. Playing all AD is not a very easy way to win. But anyways, I know how to play Kindred. I don't play Kindred very much, but I do have some experience on them. I'm not completely new to it, but I'm not like a Kindred main or anything. I don't play them very often. I have played them before. You can go ahead and leave. I don't want him to miss bot farm. And I want to be able to smite it like anytime now. The quicker I smite it, the quicker it's actually going to be, but if he stays forever. Because as soon as you smite, like, you can save the smite if you want, but Wukong's not going to invade me, and all saving the smite does is if you're worried about being invaded. But if you smite early, the Gromp damage will actually hit Gromp himself, and it'll be a little bit quicker. But some people have asked, I don't know if you guys have actually asked on the channel, but I saw some threads on Reddit. People were asking, how do you kite camps on Kindred, and I did show it there on the blue. But you may not have been paying that close attention because I didn't say anything, but we'll do the same thing to red. Basically, buffs themselves, or red or blue, are very easy to kite on Kindred. They're actually slowed by Riot. Riot slowed them down pretty recently. I'm actually going to go straight for my mark because chances are Wukong's going to go straight for his blue, and going for the mark is worth it. That's how you play Kindred early game pretty much. You see a mark, you go for it. Even if it's in the enemy jungle, usually you can get away with going for it. Now, if you don't see the enemy jungler anywhere, and your laners are pushed... No, if the enemy is pushing, and you don't see the enemy jungler anywhere, that's what I mean to say. And I did luckily get it right before Wukong did it, and he was out of mana and half health, so I'm actually going to go mess with him at his blue just a little bit. I'm not going to overcommit to it because I don't know what my laners are going to do. But he is pretty low health to be risking this, so I'm going to be able to chase him out of his jungle. He already smited Gromp, so there's no reason for me to smite it, and I'm not even going to actually clear it because I am on a ward here and Karma is missing, so I figure they're coming to stop me. Yeah, there's Karma right there. I don't want to feed or anything, but I at least put Wukong a little bit behind, and then here his wolf camp is dead and he's being very greedy to try to kill off his blue, so I am going to be able to actually kill him at his blue. What we're going to do is come around here. He is doing his blue, he's not doing his Gromp, and he already cleared his wolves, and turns out he was actually just kind of hanging out. I should be able to kill him here though. There we go. And Malzahar is on the way. I am going to be about full life as long as Jace comes to help me. It shouldn't be the end of the world. Okay, no TP on, I'm guessing this is Karma. I'm going to jump over this wall here. She's probably going to flash. Okay, she did not flash after me. As long as Jace gets out, we have no problems there. Basically, Wukong, when you're playing versus a Kindred, obviously you want to deny them their marks if you can, but Wukong just wasn't in a place to be denying me my mark. So Um, he messed up. It's not Kindred being OP there. That Wukong just played that very poorly because showing any strong jungler, you know, Lee Sin, Kindred, Nunu, Olaf, any of these strong junglers, if you pop up as Wukong and you are, what was he, below half life and he was out of mana, you know, you're asking to get invaded almost. Here, since I have a Krug stun and I did smite red, I am not gonna die. It's not gonna be a problem, but I'm gonna be out of mana, and it might have been better to leave my red up because I'm not going to be able to gank at this life or mana, you know. I'm not going to go to a lane again if I can help it until I back, but I didn't want to leave it up because Wukong, his blue's still up, I didn't clear it, so he's probably going to come do his blue, and then he might be a little salty and come try to get revenge. So I'm just going to clear my red, clear my raptors, and I'm probably actually going to back after this. I don't know what I can afford. It's 650 for your item thing, so I'll have about 800 gold. Right, yeah, no, I'll have 700 gold. Okay, that's fine then. That's a fine back. I am gonna go for Devour. That's usually what Kindreds do, and especially if you're ahead. Like I said, I know how to play Kindred, and I would be surprised if I did not do very well this game simply because of how powerful a champion Kindred is and of how low my elo actually is at the moment. But if you're behind, you do want to go warrior. It's an ahead or behind thing. Devour is the better thing. It's not. A lot of people get confused with Devour on Kindred. They think it's kind of bad because, you know, since you're a ranged, it's only every 4 auto attacks. However, the thing is, you get it for the attack speed and on hit. The extra thing is kind of just like, you know, an extra. The second auto is just like a extra thing. Basically, if Devour did not get sated anymore, didn't it used to, or was that a different item? Whatever. You know, the last one, I'm pretty sure it was Devour before they introduced sated Devour. Anyways, basically you would get that on Kindred. You just want to stack up and do extra on hit damage and have attack speed, and that's it. The fact that you auto attack twice every now and then does help you, and it is cool. And I did not get my mark there. That's really, really a bummer that it became my mark after I cleared it. But I guess that was my fault. I don't really know the mark mechanics very much. Or did I get the mark? No, I did not. I know I did not because I got the first one over here. But anyways, I don't really know the mark mechanics, so maybe an experienced Kindred player would have known that it was coming there soon. I wouldn't know. I'm gonna keep my blue this game, all game, because it's a Zed. I use mana, and neither of us really have AP scalings, so there's no reason for me to give it to Zed, because it's gonna benefit me more just because I use mana. It's good on Zed. You know, it does give him energy regen, and it gives him some CDR. So maybe late game, basically when you buy your Devour, you're not going to have mana problems anymore, simply because you're not going to use spells anymore. You just only auto attack pretty much to clear then. So maybe when I buy it, I'll start giving my blues over, but until then, I need to keep them. It's a hard knock life for Kindred. 850, I will be able to kill wolves and buy it. I do want to run straight to my mark though, because it just spawned at the top. Camp, Wukong's going to meet me there. Remember, we saw him mid just a second ago. They see me mid. Expecting a brawl here, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. If I do run into Wukong, I know I can 1v1 him. It's just, will Karma get here? Yeah, there's Karma to try to stop me from doing this. And okay, and here they all come. Just gonna ult myself. Obviously ult yourself, that's all you can do these days. Try to get the heal and then kind of run here. Flash and then use my Q. I am going to definitely die here. I can get a slow on Karma though, so hopefully Zed can get a double. And since I got an assist on Wukong, I did get my stack from him at least. So it's not the end of the world. No one even killed this. It is kind of unfortunate that Zed did not have his ult there, or he did ult, but he just didn't do any damage. I don't know. I felt like Karma did a lot more there than Zed did. However, I guess in the end we just traded junglers, and since I get a stack on Wukong, I'm gonna say it's worth it. I am gonna go straight back to the mark though. I mean, that's what you do on Kindred. The thing about Kindred right now is that they're strong enough to usually outduel people in their marks, as long as you're not super low health or low mana or something. But if they get nerfed, they shouldn't be able to do this, honestly. This should be, it should be risky to go for a mark, you know, but Kindred in their current state, you just go there, and if somebody wants to fight you, you know, bring them on, and you'll just beat them, kill them, and take your mark as well. So, since I don't play Kindred very much, I would be perfectly fine with a big Kindred nerf. I do not like playing versus Kindred at all. You know, I think the not having to play versus them would outweigh me playing them every now and then, in my opinion. That's a flash on Malzahar. He needs to leave. He could have lived so easily. Malzahar didn't even E him, but whatever. And unfortunately, I do a little too much damage there. And Wukong is mid. I do want to farm a little bit because I am Devourer. We're not really super far behind or anything. It's just our solo laners have died recently, but we'll get that fixed pretty soon. I'm just hoping that. Okay, they're gonna push mid. This is what they should be doing, but they could have also came and invaded me. They're probably not that smart, but they saw me top, right? And then they may or may not know that I had red. You know, I see them mid, but I cannot 2v1. Sorry, dude. I'm not gonna waste my time going mid when I can get stacks for my Devourer. No matter how much Zed annoys me with his pings. Best case scenario, I got some CS there, and maybe saved a little damage on the turret, but worst case is they somehow dive me and kill me. And in the meantime, I can get CS in my own jungle, and those add to Devour. So I don't see really any reason to go mid in that scenario. I think Zed was just a little upset that he had just died. A little tilted. But yeah, like I said, once you get your Devourer, you just don't use your spells, simply because you want to have the mana if you get in a fight with champions. And it's not going to really hinder you. When your passive comes up, you're going to be fine. You get W at level 1, I did kind of mention that earlier, but you max Q first and then you max W second. Simply because your Q is your bread and butter. You just get W at level 1, it's kind of like Echo. And then you max W second because W, I think its cooldown goes down, and then the more you W, the more you're able to Q. Since your Q is your bread and butter, you want to be able to do that. So that's pretty much it. It's not very complicated. Kindred really isn't that hard of a champion. The only thing about him, I think, that people... there's one guy that's been asking for a lot of Kindred, but people have asked before. You know, it's a popular champion and people want to see it played. But I don't think she's very hard, or they are very hard. It's just a matter of knowing how to play an AD carry and knowing how to play other junglers. So you just play safe. You don't really want to start fights on Kindred. If you can gank, all's well, but if not, then don't force it. I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make too. I'm going to mark Caitlyn here because I feel like he's going to kill Thresh without my help. And I think we can turret dive to Caitlyn here, kill her. Hopefully I'll be able to get my mark. Okay, the mark is active and the Krugs are actually the other camp, which is super useful for me. I'm going to make sure I get that. Yeah, I won't be able to kill her either way. And I do have my smite up, and I'm definitely going to smite this so that Caitlyn doesn't steal it with a stray Q or something. No reason to play around with that. We could still dive her. Yeah, she's acting a little greedy, but I'm not going to overextend too much for it. I'd rather get the turret. Remember guys, turrets win games. It's especially Kindred. I think a lot of people would probably tunnel vision on going for kills, getting your marks and stuff, but it doesn't really matter how many marks you have if you just simply lose the game. And if you don't take any turrets, you usually lose the game. So whenever you can, you should always go for turrets. There, unfortunately, I ran on a Caitlyn trap, so I'm going to start pretending to recall because they can see me currently. And then as soon as that runs out, I'm going to go back to jungling because I really have no real reason to back. I'm kind of low, but my whole bot side jungle is up, including my blue buff, and I don't want to leave that up for the enemy team to steal it. So I'm going to keep it myself. I am going to use mana though because I'm about to get a blue, so there's no reason to conserve mana when you're getting your blue, right? Because then you're going to have plenty of mana. 570 on my smite. I did feel like I needed to smite this, and I'm going to leave the little ones up. Never mind, it's just Thresh here, so I'm going to be able to kill the little ones and then leave. He is very aggressive. No one's here though. He has blue warded, but he doesn't even know that I'm doing these right now. That's fine. Ward. I don't know if she has a red trinket, but it is warded there for sure. I don't want to clear mid because I want my Zed to stay in this game. He's doing great now. Well, he's doing fine now, but they're up at turret, and there's no reason for me to put Zed behind. And honestly, I'll be just as strong by just clearing my jungle anyways. So no real reason to gank or tax mid there. I am gonna go for my Hurricane second. Basically, with Kindred, as long as you're getting marks, you can go for an on-hit build. Because your marks are going to do most of the damage on your auto attacks anyways. So they are definitely one of the better candidates for an on-hit build. However, if you're behind and you're not getting your marks, that's why I said you want to go warrior. You need to go for a lot more AD focused build. Because if you're not getting your marks, you're just not going to do any damage. And it doesn't matter how much you auto attack if you just don't do any damage. And you guys will probably see this game, just depending on how it goes. Kindred really does not damage structures that much late game at all, simply because of marks don't apply on structures. It's only on champions. And with the AD Kindred build, you would be able to push turrets a little quicker, but it's totally worth going on hit when you can. I mean, if you can't, you can't, but it's okay. I am going to probably gank this Malzahar as soon as we see Wukong leave. I don't want to really fight Wukong. My red's up. I think they saw that my red spawned. So they're going to come to try to steal it. However, I am going to be able to smite it and kill the little ones. Getting ulted by Wukong. I'm just going to run here. A lot of people, I think that's also a mistake a lot of people make. They always want to get the heal from their ult. Basically, if in that scenario where you get engaged on and then you use your ult to save your life, you don't have to get the heal. If you can get out, then just get out. You know, I feel like a lot of people make that mistake. I made it a lot when I was first learning how to play Kindred, but you know, I'd rather come out with less health, not get healed, than stay and then just die because I stayed too long. Because the thing is, they don't die in it either. So when you're using it in that one scenario where you have to escape with it, and then here this was warded, so Thresh is going to come try to kill me in my jungle. A lot of focus on me by the enemy team this game. Not too much I can do about that myself, but just scale up and hopefully beat him in team fights. It really sucks. Our team comp is so bad. I'm just really sad that we picked these two champions. Because I know, well actually if you guys keep up with Dyrus, if you like Dyrus, he's been playing Tank Jace. Which Tank Jace is actually pretty good, but this guy's not going to go Tank Jace because he's low elo and he doesn't care about winning. He wants to see how much damage his EQ combo can do. You know, that's pretty much what everyone does, low elo Jace. So I'm just really, maybe he'll surprise me, you know, maybe he'll do something right and we'll be able to win. But really and truly, just the fact that they picked triple AD with Kindred just does not have me too pumped up about this game. Just unfortunate. I am going to mark Karma here. I doubt I'll actually get my mark off, simply because, well, one, because this crap. He does not have his ult, so I can go a little bit of aggro there. Make sure that Zed does not die to them. I definitely could have killed him if they didn't have that turret there, and I had my ult, but because it was into a turret. And this is really risky. I'm not even gonna clear that ward. 5 auto attacks is probably gonna be too long. Malzahar and Karma would come kill me. I will pink this. The pink's gonna die obviously as soon as they clear their pink. I mean their blue, but I don't care. I wanted to see if they had it warded. If they have my whole jungle warded, chances are they don't have their jungle warded. So I'm gonna come and invade. Karma's here. I think I can 1v1 her. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I do have my ult here if I need to use it, which I will right now. She used her Zonias. She did not get the heal from my ult either, which is kind of odd. If Jace can pick up that kill, I will get the assist. Now to give me my mark. We need 4 more stacks to get. I know Malzahar looked like he was coming down. He's not actually, which is good for me. We need 4 more stacks. I'm probably not going to be able to get them anytime soon, just simply because the enemy team pressured me so much this game. Sometimes that happens, you know, just play how you can. It's not a perfect world. I really wish I'd recorded last game. It was kind of a blowout for most of the game. Probably would have been a lot more fun to watch, but I mean, you guys can, you know, learn how to play from behind too, I guess. Wukong was going to my blue, as you guys saw. And if you guys are, if you're junglers, which I assume almost everyone here is, Whenever you're actually clearing the jungle, you need to... no Yomu's on Kong, and I'm gonna stay in my Wolf's Frenzy so I can get out of here. But anyways, if you're a jungler, which I'm assuming almost all of you guys are, while you're actually jungling, you need to almost always just watch the minimap. There's barely any reason to actually watch what's on your screen while jungling, especially after you get like... when you get through with your first clear, pretty much we'll say, there's almost no reason to watch what's actually happening on your screen, simply because I am going to go actually play the Rune King now. It's not the best item on Kindred. A lot of people go Moss Derricks on Kindred, which I might actually do after I play the Rune King this game, but I just want the lifesteal. It fits my playstyle a little more. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is you want to watch your minimap almost all the time because you can't miss last hits in the jungle, so there's really no reason to watch the actual jungle while you're playing. And then just watching the minimap, it's what everyone needs to do, honestly. And then the more you practice it, the better you get at it, and then the better your map awareness gets, the more you'll win. But I am sated after that. I finally sated 20 minutes. 20 minutes, I've said that's kind of the baseline, but you can get sated a lot quicker, especially when you're doing kind of well. I was having a pretty good game, but when the whole enemy team's devoted everything to try to put me behind, makes me feel like they might be a pre-made 5. Run into those more than I'd like to. Either that or they just were winning their lanes, but it doesn't seem like my laners are doing that badly. Well, Zed is actually doing awfully now compared to what he was doing. Like 4 and 3, yeah, that score didn't sound too bad, but he was 3 and 1. So recently he's gone 1 and 2, which doesn't seem that bad. But when you're ahead, going a negative continue, like, I don't know, basically slowing down means you're playing very poorly is the easiest way to say it. There's nothing for me to do. We need a front line. That's why I don't think we're going to do very well late game, because we need somebody to engage, and we just don't have it. We just don't have it at all. I guess we can actually play kind of poke and disengage. We do have Janna, and we have Ezreal and Jace. So that's actually definitely what we're going to try to do. We're not going to really devote to fights. Maybe Zed can pick off targets like this, but as for most of us, we're simply going to... that was the third hit from my E, does a lot of damage. But Zed can pick off targets, but most of us, we're going to just kind of chill and let Ezreal and Jace poke them down, and then if they commit to us, we can run away and then go back in when it looks right. That's what we need to do as team comp. I might be over-exaggerating the all AD, they don't have like a Malphite or a Rammus, so it probably won't be the end of the world. There's 2 people mid. I do want to kill them. I have a red buff, so it should be pretty easy actually to kill somebody. But up comes Malzahar to me. I'm gonna go on him. I'm gonna mark him right now, because we should be able to kill him. I'm not gonna step on his W, obviously. I actually play a lot of Malzahar. Did I tell you guys that? Right, I have played a lot of Malzahar in the past. Basically, if the champion mastery system had been in place since the beginning of League, I'd be rank 5 on Malzahar, but I don't play him very much recently. For a while, he was honestly my favorite champion in the game, but he's not that great. He's okay now, but there are definitely better mid laners, so it's unfortunate. If you want to get high elo, and you want to be good at League of Legends, then you just have to play the champions that are good. That's just how the game works. And it sucks because a lot of times you don't get to play what you want to play, but it doesn't matter. It's the cost of being good. I don't need to ult yet. I will now, after the Thresh dies. And I'm going to die here either way, probably. Yeah, I did get a kill on the Wukong. I was dead either way, so I might as well just try to get it to kill on the Wu, which we did. This gets a little bit of a slow E, but overall that's 3 for 2, which is a positive trade. Once again, that was 3 enemies camping like right around this bush to kill me in my jungle. I really don't understand why they're focusing me so much, but basically you just have to deal with it, There's not much I can do about it. I am going to go ahead and sell my refillable because, well, actually I'll keep it. Oh no, I am going to have to sell it. Duh. I'll sell it to buy my, what's it called? My recurve bow if I can't afford it, which I won't be able to afford it. It's really not needed. You could upgrade it to Hunters. That's not too bad on Kindred, but I'm just going to sell it. Alright, you can upgrade it to Hunters, that way you'll have full mana most of the time while playing, but I mean, just auto attack. If you're running out of mana, then you're just using your spells way too much while you're clearing on Kindred. You don't have to use your spells to clear at all. Especially when you go Devour where Rune ends. I mean, using my spells will increase my jungle speed. I'd say like 10% probably. Especially if I get some crits. I'm not trying to take all of this Jace's CS. But I do want to push this turret right now because we don't have a single turret on the map. And like I said earlier, you don't take turrets, you lose games. So I'm going to focus on pushing. I'm going to let Jace get as much CS as he can reasonably. You know, like those back lines, I took those, and I think I took one of the front ones. I don't care much about that. I shouldn't have actually used Wolf's Frenzy here. Don't do that while you're pushing a turret. That was just a mistake on my part. But you want to keep it up because it's kind of one of your escapes. And no reason to blow your escapes when they don't even help you kill a turret quickly. There, we traded a turret top and bot. That's not really what I want to do, but when Ezreal's dead, our team's kind of stretched thin. So I understand. However, we can fight this. Just depending. I'm gonna mark Thresh. I probably marked him too early. I'm just gonna try to dodge some damage there. I am about to get the full proc. Okay, the proc is on Thresh now. Alright, just gonna ult there so the Kate ult does not kill me, and there's no reason for anyone else to tank that on my team because I was already low health and it simply could not kill me. So she's gonna jump over the wall, I guess. Just gonna avoid that. She's out of mana at least, so. Alright, Wukong took 2 turrets bottom while our team didn't get anything mid. This is the problem with our team comp. We can't really force anything when we need to. Like when Wukong's pushing, we need to fight, but we can't force a fight because our team comp sucks since we're 5 AD. So, like I said, what we need to do is group and poke, but when they're gonna split push, it's, I don't know, poke comps don't exist. If you guys have been watching LCS at all, and if you guys don't watch LCS, you actually should. If you just hate watching it for some reason, then obviously don't make yourself watch it, but you learn a lot of stuff from LCS, so if you don't watch it, I highly recommend you do. But anyways, if you've noticed in LCS recently, what I was getting to, there have been no poke comps this season at all. It's always teamfight comps, and there's a reason for that, because since turrets are so easy to take now, you don't want poke comps, because poke comps rely on people having to siege for a really long time, but you don't have to siege for a very long time in this meta. And our team isn't even that great of a poke comp since Zed isn't split pushing. If Zed split pushed, it wouldn't be that bad, but I don't know. It really sucks when you're. I was first picked this game, and I picked Kindred, and they didn't have like Zed and Jace intended. You know, no one uses the intended pick, but whatever. Complaining about it won't fix anything. It's just a rough game for us because of it. But like I said, I am gonna go for the Maw Sterix combo. The reason that you go Maw Sterix on Kindred is simply because they will always proc if you use your ultimate. So you will always get the full usage out of an item, out of these items, and they are. It makes them worth a lot more if you guarantee that you will use the item to the fullest. I actually dodge this ghost as long as I can. I don't want Karma to know that I'm flanking her. I do have my ult. I'm gonna kill this guy, and I'm gonna try to ult. She got a crit at the end. I didn't ult before the Malzahar silence hit. That was my bad. If I had ulted, I could have saved me and Jace. Was silenced by Malzahar. No reason to spam, bro. Was silenced. I don't know why. I don't really think it's fair for my team to give me flag this game because they screwed us in champ select. So I really hope they don't blame me for being silenced by Malzahar and I wasn't able to use it. That I could have used it before the silence hit, though. I just wasn't watching. I wasn't actually paying attention to the Malzahar silence. I was looking at the Thresh to kill because I wanted my stack, which I did get the stack. And 7 stacks isn't bad. I think 10. Well, if you can get 10 stacks on Kindred, then you did a really good job, and you don't really have to. You don't have to worry about stacks anymore after that. You can just mark whoever you want, and usually about mid-game they start always going on Baron, so you're not really going to clear them that much anyways. But final point is, I think 10 is a good number to shoot for. If you can hit 10, then you did a good job, and then you do like 12% of the target's max life on hit, so, or the current life on hit, which means you shred people pretty quickly. Obviously, since it's current life, it does a lot less damage when they're low health than when they're high health, but for the most part, it's very good. That's what makes Kindred a good champion. It's remark me. I mean, I have 7. 7's not terrible. Yeah, see, I do 8.75% already. If I get to 8, I'll do 10%. To 9, I'll do the 12, and if I get to 10, I do 14, I think. Maybe my math's a little off, but see, that wouldn't be bad at all. 10's a kind of high number, I guess. Doing 10% on hit is enough, so I guess 8. I take back the 10 number I said earlier. 8's a good number to shoot for. If you're not getting at least 8, then you probably did something wrong. You just didn't actually mark targets you were going to kill. Or maybe you just didn't get any kills in the game. You know, that happens too. Sometimes just get unlucky. Just don't play well, or, you know, plenty of stuff can happen. I do want to get at least an assist on this Karma. I would be fine with killing her as well. Yeah, that way I get my mark. And I am going to be able to kill him and her, and I am going to ult EZ. I think I got him in there. Either way, I'm going to die. And Kong got a... No, he did not get a double. Should be fine as long as Jace doesn't get an E on him. He does have an E on him now, so he's probably going to die. Yeah. I don't know if he could have done anything better there, but he should have definitely tried to just avoid the mouse E if he could. Unfortunately, to start that fight off, Janna got caught out of place. Janna should not have 5 deaths. I'm not going to say anything in chat. Obviously, I'm not going to flame this player, but that's pretty bad on Janna, because Janna is one of the safest champions in the game. So shouldn't really die 5 times. Maybe Thresh just hits really good hooks. I don't know how laning phase went. I didn't pay attention to that, so that's why I said I'm not going to say anything to her. You know, plenty of stuff could have happened, but you just don't normally see a Janna with a bunch of deaths. Let's see. I'm going to head down here. I don't think they're doing Baron. I'll actually throw my blue trinket on Baron. They warded here, so they're trying to set up vision at least for Baron, which is not a problem. Whenever you have a blue trinket, you want to ward there behind the Baron, because it's the hardest to hit just because of the camera angle. She may or may not die here. Okay, she is going to die there. She does not need to be solo warding. She needs to wait till a teammate goes with her. But, you know, it happens. So, go ahead and eat both of those so one doesn't hit Zed. They did see him, though, because they saw me, so they saw Zed right next to me. But, you can eat both of the spooky ghosts, and if it's going to hit you anyways, sometimes it's best to just try to eat both. We don't have any vision, so I won't be able to steal this. Thresh did hit me, however, he came in alone. I might be able to kill him. Okay, we get the Thresh kill, so not all is lost. I do have my ult, but I'm not even going to use it for the Ezreal, because he was dead either way. I'm going to use it here and beat up this Caitlyn, but then I'm just going to run. See, this is one of those cases where I think everyone in the game would overextend. Okay, I'm going to leave this. They're going to die. Both of them are dead. And I don't have enough health or lifesteal to warrant fighting that myself. If I had Maw completed and I was in the Maw passive, I probably would have fought that, but not right now. Not like this. Once again, we're almost winning these fights, but we never have Janna. So I think if we can get Janna into a team fight, we'll have a good chance of winning them. It's going so close that you would think if we just had our support, we'd be able to win them. They do have Baron. I'm gonna mark Malzahar obviously here. Just can't mark Karma either way. Need Janna to shield me. Maybe she shielded the turret. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there's the shield on me when I'm not hitting a champion. You know, whatever. Make sure they at least do not get the inhibitor here. And they're going to go for Dragon. I know they're going for Dragon. They're probably going for our blue and then Dragon. But I'm not going to contest it at all because we have one. And while it is the third one, I don't want them to get the third one. Contesting that would legit be me killing myself. And I don't really want to troll this game. I'd rather win it. So Dragon's all theirs as far as I'm concerned. And how did I know that it would be bad to go for that Dragon? I guess just game experience. My team was coming later than their team since we won the fight and then we lost it. So that meant that their team would be there quicker to contest it. And also I couldn't 2v1 Karma and Malzahar. I probably couldn't even 2v2 with Janna, but Janna wasn't even hanging out with me. So all in all, it's a really bad idea. But just kind of explaining my thought process, I guess. A lot of stuff. I try to talk as much as I can about my thought process and everything, but I think a lot faster than I'm able to talk. And I think most people do that, you know. Most people have a lot more brain power than their mouth is able to convey in English. And pretty much any language, I guess, unless if there's... I don't know. I think you can... Whatever. I'm going to stop talking about this. This is a weird topic. But anyways, long story short, I try to tell you guys everything I can, but there's a lot of stuff that I miss. So if you guys ever have questions about something, you can always ask. And I'll tell you what I was thinking at that time. Oh, I am going to ult as soon as I can here. And I'm just going to run away. No reason for me to stay and even go for it. We have home guards, and they're in our base, so I'm just going to try to live here. If Zed lives, okay, and we got 1 for 0. And a lot of people will try to just finish fights for some reason. When in their own base, you know, you can fight halfway and then leave it, and get home guard, and then just come and beat them, because you're full life, and they're not going to really be able to get away because you have the home guard boost. So I know for a fact that not everyone abuses that like they should. I also know that this cheek wants to fight. I can definitely beat her, hands down. So if she tries to fight me, I know that she has somebody else here, which I'm pretty sure it's Caitlyn. I saw Caitlyn in River recently. There's a blue ward in that bush. If I saw all the enemies in a different lane, which I now see them mid, so I will chase this Karma. She's probably long gone. I would guess she's heading mid. Remember, if you know a ward is in a bush, you can shift click while you walk into it, and your champion will automatically hit it. That's what I did there. Basically, if I saw them mid, I knew I could 1v1 Karma, but she was probably long gone by then. She's not playing that badly. I guess Wukong's going to try to jump on me every time, but I don't think, especially if he ults, I don't think it's physically possible for him to one-shot me. If he built a lot of crit and actually just auto-attacked, he might be able to one-shot me, but chances are I'll at least get my ult off in team fights. And then it favors us this game, at least. My ult favors our team, because our team wants to run away and then just go in when they're low, and their team wants to actually fight, because they have a Wukong. Wukong is he is a teamfight champion. I don't even know if this video is going to go up. It should be going up. I'm recording this Sunday night, but it's such a long game. It makes it a really big video file, and if I can't record it, if I can't upload it in time, sorry guys, I'm doing the best I can. Basically, Kindred's banned a lot, so I did try playing her on Saturday, but I just never got her. Got top lane, and when I did get jungle, Kindred was banned. So, played them, not her. Anyways, played as soon as I could, but just not gonna be soon enough, probably, to get it up on Monday. But, team fight going on. I don't really want to focus anyone in these fights. If that wasn't obvious by how our team has to play, you know, I'm gonna tank this myself just because I have a lot of lifesteal, and there's no reason for me to make anyone else tank it. But basically, I don't want to focus anyone in fights. I just want to try to peel and stay alive, because the longer the fight goes on, the more likely our team's actually gonna win it, just because of the team comps. Like I said, we're a poke comp, so extended fights definitely benefit us. Because of that, it's more about staying alive and damaging who's trying to kill you than it is, you know, charging down Karma or Malzahar or something. But here, my whole team took way too much damage from the Karma, so we're gonna have to let the Indian die. I do think we should fight here, but this is our dilemma. No one on our team can force a fight. Our team just is not taking enough of it. I can 1v1 this Wukong though. Okay, he's gonna... Alright. In the meantime, my team got in a fight. Looks like it's going okay. I'm gonna flash here, because I know I'm gonna be able to catch him. And then I should be able to cut off Wukong here, and I have a red smite for him, so I don't think he can possibly beat me in a fight. Yeah, with red smite, that's not hard. Jace does not have TP, so no one's gonna be able to go top, but I'm actually gonna try to run top, because there's only 2 of them alive. Top's definitely the lane I want to push right now. And if Karma shows up, I can beat her in a fight. I still have my ultimate. There's really no way she can beat me in a fight. The thing about Kindred, while her ult, it does save everyone, obviously. It favors Kindred a lot simply because of the way her W and her Q work, which obviously Riot intended to do that, so her kit works, but basically, as long as you know what you're doing on Kindred, you should be able to win fights in your ultimate, always. And what you want to do, we should just burst it, honestly. We should just do it right now. But anyways, what you want to do in fights is have a Q ready for as soon as your ult ends. You just want a Q, and then that way your Q will hit them right after they're not invulnerable anymore. I mean, they don't have a smite, and my smite does 1,000 damage this late in the game, so it should not be a problem to get for our team. However, team overextended there. I hope he does not die, but okay, he's definitely fine. I'm gonna run here. I hope he lives. Okay, we're going back in. I missed. Oh, stay there, stay there. Whew-wee. Oh, Wukong's here. Uh-oh. Dang, that's unfortunate. That I almost killed Kate, but really messy fight. As long as some of us get out with Baron and we did not lose our Nexus, we should be in a good spot, which 2 of us have Baron. Nexus still alive. Probably could have killed Kate there if I just fully committed to her, but I don't know why I thought I could run away from Wukong. Obviously, I wasn't going to be able to. Really and truly, if our bot lane had not died at the beginning of that, would have gone much, much better for our team, but I guess they were trying to zone them from the Baron or something, but I was reading what that Karma said, don't make, whatever. Basically, I guess they were trying to prevent the enemy team from stealing the Baron or something, but this late in the game, when they don't even have a jungler, it's really unlikely that they're gonna outsmite me, because it does 1,000 damage. You know, 1,000 damage is quite a lot. You know, Luxes are good at stealing it, but Karma and Malzahar, or it was Karma and Thresh, I think, they're not gonna steal it. So anyways, just gonna buy a red potion here. I am full build, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, like, yeah, I'm full build, but I didn't go a very expensive item build this game. However, I want to keep all of these items. The only one I might change if I get a ton of money is actually, I can trade out Bork for Mercurial. The on-hit, okay, somebody's up here. Did you guys see that ward on Krugs? It's just Thresh. But anyways, even though I'll do a significant amount less damage actually when I get Mercurial, simply because on-hit's just better on Kindred. If the QSS saves my life, you know, it's obviously going to have been worth taking it. I feel like Wukong's going to come try to kill me. If anyone does, I can definitely 1v1 Wukong. I see everyone else mid, so free to clear that wave. I want to make sure they don't take this turret as long as we can, because 3 inhibs is monstrous to deal with, 3 inhibs down. So I'm just going to defend top a little bit. Wukong actually went a red smite, so he's going to be pretty easy to kill for our team. Just depending, but if 1 Q hits Ezreal, as you can see, he's out of the fight, so hopefully our team can get their Ezreal just back. Heal up. He just needs to heal up. Zed is dead. Ah, man. This might be the game. I cannot get anyone in my ult. I mean, I can't reach anyone. They're peeling pretty hard. I'm just gonna ult here. Yeah, that's not the real one, obviously. And then here, that's another one of those cases where some people might. I'm gonna flash here so I don't die to the Karma Q. But a lot of people might have tried to stay in my ult there to get the heal, but there was simply no reason to risk dying after it ran out when I can just leave. That looks like might not be the game. Ooh, it's gonna be, she should have shielded me, not the turret. I'm trying to defend, but we just don't have a front line. Huh. Oh, so close to killing them all, but not close enough. And that does look like it's going to be the game. Well, I did a lot that game, but we just kind of lost in Champ Select because people like to pick all AD. But if you guys have any questions about Kindred, feel free to ask them. I usually don't upload losses, but it's too hard to get Kindred. I want to get this video out this week, and also, you know, I might as well upload some losses and some wins in the live series. It's not fair to just upload wins. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Sorry we weren't able to pull out the win. I know I'm blaming it on our Champ Select, but you know, there was plenty of stuff I could have done to win. However, I won't be doing a why did I lose for this gameplay, but I'm sure there's always stuff that you can do to win. So I'm not gonna even blame it completely on Champ Select there. Just a really unlucky Champ Select, but I felt like I played the early game pretty well. got some stacks. I did show how to play Kindred and talked about the champion a lot. And it's not like the Graves where I lose a lot on Kindred. I usually win when I play Kindred just because they're so broken right now. But simply put, I have to upload this video. So anyways, that's going to be it. Sorry it's a loss. If a loss really bothers you, just let me know. I won't upload anymore after this if that is the case. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.